Hey everyone, Dustin here from Digital Nomad Lawyer. So maybe you guys got the news about all the closures in Los Angeles. For the lawyers out there, the courts are getting closed. And this is going to affect a lot of businesses, a lot of people, and things like that. So I want to share with you how I handled this situation, how to find certainty in the uncertainty. So if any of you have ever followed Tony Robbins, he talks about we have 6 emotional needs that at any given moment we're trying to get one or more of those satisfied. Those 6 are the need for certainty, need for variety, need for significance, need for love and connection, the need for growth, and the need for contributions, right? So any of those 6 needs, we're always trying to get satisfied at one time or another. Now, when you have something like the coronavirus that's come out and it's created a lot of uncertainty, right? So a lot of people's need for certainty, myself included, feel like they're getting attacked. Like we don't have certainty about what's going on, about how far things are going to spread, how long things are going to be closed for. You know, some people with food and toilet paper, with their jobs, if they're closing all the restaurants and stuff like that, what are people going to do for jobs, things like that. So obviously that creates a lot of uncertainty for everybody. For myself as well, I have a business. We've got 40 people in our firm. We have over 1,000 clients. So it's, things can be uncertain. We rely on court hearings, on depositions, on our deposition fees getting approved and walked through and things like that, right? So right now I go through my own feelings of what's going to happen, uncertainty, blah, 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 blah. We had already been dealing with a little bit with the situation because we had been growing so much. We had to hire a lot to keep up with the growth, and the income hasn't necessarily come from the back end of that. So we're already at a kind of a crux situation. So then this gets piled on top of it, right? So you can imagine kind of what I'm thinking, as a business owner and the feelings that I have there. So I want to give you several ways that I deal with it, and it can help you guys out dealing with this sort of situation as well. So one is being aware of self-awareness. So that's the first tip. And I know and I can feel oh my God, what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to do this? Are we going to be able to, make payroll? What are we going to do with the business and things like that? So that is being aware that in those moments, I'm just trying to find some sort of certainty. I'm trying to find some sort of certainty out there. And by understanding that, being aware of that, I can just say, okay, well, all I'm doing looking for certainty right now. So let me just calm down and be okay with the uncertainty, right? So how do you find certainty in the uncertainty? First of all, just be self-awareness. And then second is being okay with the uncertainty of the situation. Maybe it's something I can look at as to enjoy this is something new, try to find something enjoyable about it. Hey, this is new. This is going to be challenging. But what I try to do is switch from trying to feel the need for certainty and try to instead satisfy my need for growth and for contribution. I really try to move to those needs. How can I feel like this is a situation where I can grow, where I can learn from, where I can get better, do better? And then contribution. How can I help other people who are maybe going through this situation right now? How can we help those people? And, so in terms of the growth, what I look at is, let me look at this from 6 months from now, a year from now, and look back and say, wow, I'm going to just love the story of looking back and saying how we made it through our own, growth spurt, and also how we made it through the coronavirus situation, and we came out and we thrived and we did well and we could keep all our team members and things like that. I'm curious and I'm excited for that story, to be able to tell that story later on. So that's how I look at that, how I'm going to grow as a person, what it's going to take to come from inside of me to keep a steady straight, a strong state for my team, for my people, and for myself and, my family. And then second is contributing. So for example, making this video, it helps me kind of clarify my thoughts, but also contributing to others, people who maybe don't have certainty as well, and they don't understand the 6 needs or don't know about the 6 needs. So maybe I can help someone else out there by publishing a video like this. So that's what I try to do. So self-awareness, and then move from trying to satisfy and feel a need for certainty instead to see how can I grow from this? What's the story I'm going to be able to tell? And then how can I contribute to others? Now, that being said, some people they still have a strong need for certainty. So how can we find certainty within this uncertain time? And a few things about that. One is to look at it and say, society has been through stuff like this before. There's been viruses before. There was, 100 years ago, there's Spanish flu, which is a lot more deadly, a lot worse than, what we're facing right now. And society made it through, and we did fine, and we moved on. A lot of people don't even know about the Spanish flu, but we made it through, and it was, totally fine. Second thing to look at is that the coronavirus, like most people don't even know it, don't really have symptoms. It doesn't affect most people. Of course, any death is tragic, and anyone who catches it, it's a horrible thing, of course, not to minimize that. But to know that most people, if they get it or whatever, it's like the flu, and they don't really have very significant symptoms, and they tend to do fine with it. So knowing those things, that we've been here before, that this thing is just kind of like getting a cold for most people. If it happens, that it's mostly like getting a cold, and it's not like it's going to be this huge, like, devastating thing or whatever. Third is that, this is something that not going to last forever. Like, it happens, seasons happen, right? We go ups and we go downs, and seasons happen. So, we've been in summer and spring, and now we're kind of in the winter season, right? So we're in a maybe tougher time, a little bit more emotionally. But what happens through that, just like anything, like fires that burn the ground, it's to create space for a rebirth, to create space for growth, to create space to be able to move forward. So this is a chance for us in the winter season to maybe can become stronger people. We can become more focused people. We can do those things that we want. We can appreciate our loved ones more. We can appreciate life more. We can appreciate the little things more. Maybe our jobs more, or the people we spend time with. We can appreciate toilet paper more, right? Everybody's running around getting toilet paper, and we don't even think twice when we get toilet paper. But now we can appreciate it. When you don't see it in the aisles, you appreciate stuff like that more. So how can you as a person look inside and become more appreciative, grow as a person, think bigger, be more helpful to other people in society? That's something that I like to look at in these kinds of situations. How can I grow more? Again, knowing that we're eventually going to make it through. Who am I going to be the person that was during this time that came out the other side? What kind of person am I going to be with that? So those are some things that I like to look at that help give me certainty in a time of uncertainty. But also, again, knowing that instead of me trying to look for certainty, how about I look for, see how I'm going to grow? Also, let me see how I'm going to contribute to others and be able to help others. So during this next week, during the next few weeks, change your focus. What you focus on is what you're going to feel, and what you're going to feed. So, I know it's tempting to kind of see the daily updates on, the coronavirus, and, keeping apprised of it's useful, but don't let it consume you. Focus on things you like. Watch a nice movie, read a book that you've always wanted, do things that you've always wanted. Focus on positive things, right? Spend time with your family, things like that. What you focus on is what you're going to feel. So focus on positive things as well. Don't just focus on the negative. Second thing, take care of your body as well. Your body is, obviously it strengthens your immune system, but how you sit, how you move your body, it dictates how you feel. If you're slumped and nervous and scared like this, your body and your mind is going to start to feel that. If you just stand up straight, be strong, exercise, feel good, dance, you start to feel good, right? So you feeling good is going to put you in a strong state so you can think clearly and you can act clearly. And then third is think about what you're going to make all this mean for you. So again, you're going to make this mean something that you can grow from, you can contribute and help others. If you can make that as your meaning, it's going to empower you, it's going to strengthen you to go out and to be more helpful to others. So those are some of the things that I'm doing right now to help me through the situation. And best of luck. And I think we're all in this together. This is an opportunity for us as the world to become stronger, to become more appreciative of one another and appreciative of ourselves and the things that we do have. So thank you guys so much for watching, and talk to you soon.